So Ethan Mooney, the young freshman, ready to kick off for North Texas, and this football game is underway. Andre Wilson backs off of it, and it goes out of the end zone. Unlike a lot of the Conference USA teams we've covered, Brett, so far, more after this pass play by Erdley, his first pass play of the ball game. He's not going to go too far, though. He's caught from behind by Roderick Young. Erdley looks near side. Has Wilson. Wilson just shy of the 35. Had to get to the 35. It's going to be 4th and short.
Barely made it up and down the football field, but yet he finished the game.
He's at 65%, just under 65%.
Look at that, right off the bat. First offensive play of the game tonight.
Garrett Marino. Well, we have a 3rd and 17 at the 16-yard line. A slow start for the Mean Green so far. Mason Fine gets rid of the football, and good coverage downfield. That's going to bring up a punting situation. As a matter of fact, of those 24 sacks, 12 different people have recorded a sack. Big 3rd down play now for Erdley. Here comes the rush. He steps up nicely, and he has his man. It's going to be shy of the 1st down over the 45-yard line. So now Mason Fine facing a 2nd and 10. That was Duke Culver in coverage that time. This one's complete at the 19-yard line, and that's going to move the chains. And that's Jalen Darden, the sophomore of Houston, Texas, with his 26th catch this year. Over the middle again, little drag route. Again, it's Darden, basically the same play.
I like it. I like what they got going on right now on offense. Quick hitting plays around specials and 7 on defense.
There's a 1st down right over the middle and then some. Guyton going to take, is that Bussey? Rico Bussey? It's Bussey taking it to the house. And they give it to their workhorse, and he moves the pile, and he's going to move the chains. I think the initial contact was behind the line of scrimmage.
Perked my ears up a little bit. I started listening quite harder after he said that.
2nd down, play action. Here comes the rush. There goes Erdley. He escapes, and Erdley's up to the 30. That's going to be a 1st down.
4-down look right now out of North Texas.
Well, it's 1st down on that carry. So it's going to move the chains up to the 40 to about the 43, 44-yard line. Jurian Streak now, the Ole Miss transfer in the ball game, but Erdley wants to fire, and he has his man inside North Texas territory. And this one's complete. You might have the edge, but I think both of these teams were excited to play this one. Play action, near side, little flip in the flats. And a lot of running room that time, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Bill Clark said this is the 2nd year they've done it. The players really buy into it, playing not just for themselves, but playing for those patients at Children's Harbor. There's a flip inside the 5-yard line, and it's going to be incomplete. Andre Wilson, the intended receiver. Well, Nick Vogel, the redshirt junior from Jacksonville, Florida, on for a 34-yard kick. Said he reminds a lot of Drew Brees, the New Orleans Saints, former Purdue Boilermaker, also out of Texas. This is Guyton over the 35, almost slipped the tackle. It's going to move the chains now with 33 seconds to go in the 1st.
Rude awakening in that Coastal game.
2nd down, play action for Mason Fine. He was 5 of 8 for 95 yards in the 1st quarter, and he's chased down from behind.
That speed right there on number 99, Jamel Garcia-Williams.
Well, 3rd down, 9 from the 40. This one's complete over the 45-yard line. And again, it's Jalen Darden. That's his 3rd catch of the 1st half already. You're like my wife. I say I'm 6 feet. She says 5'11". Fine going deep, looking, and has this man, and it's dropped. Penalty flag. Falls in the end zone. It was almost a one-handed stab that time by Jalen Guyton.
That could have went either way.
Speaking of Coastal Carolina and penalties, Bill Clark said they had about 15 penalties in that game against the Chanticleers. This is a 15-yarder. This one's complete. Inside the 20-yard line, all the way down to the 11-yard line. 6th catch of the year for Cudjoe Young. This one's complete inside the 5, and it's a touchdown. Jalen Darden, that's number 3. And the 2nd scoring strike already here in the 1st half by Mason Fine. Mooney with his 3rd kickoff already. This is going to be taken inside the 5-yard line. Starling Almost trips at the 20. He's got some running room. Turns the corner. And he is off to the races inside the 40-yard line. Starling Thomas, the 5th. On average of 4.6. So that's a pretty good accomplishment early on here. Erdley wants to go deep. Wilson has it. And Wilson has the touchdown. Andre Wilson, 35 yards.
If he wants to throw the flag out there, nope.
Well,
they hurry up and got on the football.
And guess who's in the end zone again? Spencer Brown.
Signaling to go ahead and let the young man know in the hospital that he's got, young man or woman's got his name on the back of the jersey. I like it. Unselfish football player right there, going ahead and capitalizing on a 4-yard run.
Well, we mentioned he's only a sophomore. Coming into the game tonight, only needed 105 yards to climb to number 7. Mason Fine has started this drive just 28 yards away from 8,000 in his career. He swings this one out. It's Darden again. Darden, he's got some running room. There goes Darden. He's out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Which brings him up to exactly 8,000 yards right now.
Far side, it's Torrey. Penalty flag dropped. He spins away, gets over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Here comes the rush, and Fine's going down. It's going to be the second sack of the game. Third down. Backed up deep in their territory. Erdley out of the gun. Trying to buy some time. The pocket collapses, and there's another sack. And it's going to be Brandon Garner. Pushes the ball back inside Mean Green territory now, and it's going to be a first in a mile. Lawrence, the intended receiver.
And in comes a flag from the back, Judge. Lawrence wanted the flag from the beginning. He was getting mugged going across the middle right there.
15 yards or more. They had 8 last week against Southern Miss. He already has a 55-yard scoring strike to that young man right there, number 8, Rico Bussey. It is interesting. They put too much or so much value on size, the 6'2", 6'3" quarterbacks. There's another completed pass again to Darden. That's his 4th catch. Darden somehow finds his way into the end zone with his 2nd touchdown.
Now you know why the opposing defensive coordinators are afraid of number 1.
A little flip over the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be shy of the first down. Down at the 45. It's 3rd. A little more than 10. Mason Fine buys time, throws across his body. It's almost picked off.
The offense to bleed this thing out.
Nice run by the transfer from Ole Miss, Jarian Street. Boy, Erdley has nowhere to go, so he's finally sacked.
6-yard gain.
I know what you meant.
Messed up my words.
I know. Just like I messed up Andrew's graphic on that North Texas defense. Pushing the ball up to the 38-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side. That's where he wants to go, and he does, and he has it at the midfield stripe. That's Rico Bussey. Now they're going to put on the back of Torrey. He's going to come up short. They get to the 40.
With Torrey in the backfield and their big blocking tight end, Mr. Does Everything, number 87, Kevin Smith.
Well, he hits a wall. I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage, much less the first down. Defensive team. It's a run from the get-go. The backup quarterback, Tyler Johnson, the 3rd out of Spanish Fort. His brother plays linebacker on this team. Through the game, number 1 in Conference USA with the 14 tackles for loss.
He looks like he's going to be an easy double-digit guy tonight, too.
Wow. Nice fake by Erdley. Erdley inside the 30-yard line. And he's pushed out of bounds. No penalty flag as of yet. UAB wants a flag. Street. Nice hold on. He fumbled the football. It's loose. It's on the carpet by the goal line. North Texas saying that they've got it, and they do. I was just about to say Jarian Street. Nice job of hesitating, picking that hole on the right side, and
Texas.
Twin receivers to the left and right. And that's going to be intentional grounding. And a safety. Drive starts at the 37. Eardley. Nice catch over the 45. Fires inside the 35-yard line. It's going to be Colin Lisa.
Nice play right there.
With 105 yards receiving against North Texas last year. Little flip outside inside the 35-yard line. Finally dropped out of bounds. It's going to be Donnie Lee.
Screaming across the field.
Eardley, play action, fires, has his man at the 5-yard line. Nice sliding grab.
UAB good with getting back on the ball and cranking out the play.
2nd and goal. Brown, touchdown. So Spencer Brown, who had 3 rushing touchdowns last week, gets number 2 today. 3rd and 5 at the 30. Pockets collapsing. Fine's got to do something. Throws it downfield, and it's a dangerous, soft pass. Calvin Smith almost came down with it. Brown was hitting the turf. He thought if he could break one more tackle, he would have a big gainer there. They picked up 3 at 2nd and 7. Nice hole. And this time, gets over the 45, just shy of the midfield stripe. Spencer Brown. Pretty generous if they did give him a yard. Eardley, far side, and some incidental contact going on there. There's a penalty flag. It's a late flag coming in. Backups, a lot of them would like to redshirt this year because a lot of those guys obviously will be gone next year. Well, there's number 17 making the first contact to Joe Azagu. And there's your buddy number 22, Igea.
Now where they practice and work out, they're just top notch.
Eardley, 3rd and 24. Fires downfield, and
he got mugged on that one. There we go.
Penalty flag.
Yep.
Trailing by 2. Another first down thanks to the penalty.
There we go. Nice blocking up front.
Jarian Street inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line, holds on to the football this time. And
what a clear path. I think, Mike, you could have ran through that one.
You think? Well, guess who ran through that one? Number 28, Spencer Brown. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown for the 2nd straight week. Actually, DeAndre Torrey from North Texas, who had 3 touchdowns. There's a run right up the middle over the 35-yard line. So this is Spencer Brown's first 3-touchdown game. So if I had said that.
And with the way that UAB's defense has been playing this season, that's a remarkable story.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 2.
Oh, Garrett Marino.
Automatic first down.
Now they're going to have to go for it on 4th down because DeAndre Torrey got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe, and it's going to be 4th and about a yard. Didn't show much emotion over there on the sideline, that's for sure. 0 for 1 on 4th down so far, and it's knocked down.
There's
Big
the batted
play.
ball right there. That's what they've been looking for all night long.
Big 3rd down play. It's 3rd and 11. They'd like to keep the football as long as they can before giving it back. Eardley fires downfield. A lot of traffic, and this one's up for grabs. Threw it into double coverage as Colin Lisa was the intended receiver. The West. Louisiana Tech went to 3-1 in the West earlier. Mason Fine pulls the trigger, and wow, was that Rico Bussey? Did he just haul that in?
No, he didn't. Starling Thomas making up for that penalty.
Fine over the middle. Nice job. Again, it's Darden with a man on his back.
Gables High School of Jonathan Vilma and Frank Gore.
All alone. Jalen Darden inside the 25-yard line. Boy, he had a lot of space. Yeah, last week it was Guyton with 7 catches for 124. Darden might surpass that. Mason Fine picks up the first down just shy of the 10-yard line. Both career highs for him. Another first down. There goes Fine again inside the 10. He's going to get hit inside the 5. Fumble. Now I'm not sure. The Blazers say they have it. Now will the officials say the ground can't cause the fumble? It looks like they're going to spot it at the 4-yard line. Although this UAB team had a 99-yard drive last week. Play action Erdley. Fires. Ubosi at the 40-yard line. Now Erdley trying to tuck this one away. Sophomore Brown hops over a would-be tackler and skips to his left. It's down inside the 45-yard line now. Just 6.5 minutes to go. North Texas and Mason Fine carve him up in the first half, opening a 21-10 lead at halftime. There's a burst of speed inside the 30-yard line again. It's going to be Spencer Brown. 23 yards on the ground. Spencer Brown. This is Stanley. Stanley breaks to the outside and he's dropped at about the 15-yard line.
I thought that ACL tear really slowed him down. He was on a nice progression. They could have had a nice dual running back situation here. Two-headed snake.
The other head on the field now, Spencer Brown with the carry. Interesting now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. No timeouts remaining. They certainly wanted the touchdown there because Mason Fine. Near side. This one's complete to Guyton at the 38-yard line. Stops the clock with 1:42.
He's a hustler, man. Young man is working out there tonight.
6 yards shy of the midfield stripe. This one's caught, juggled, and pulled in. And it's going to be Bussey at the 40-yard line.
Get down.
Get down. The clock is running. Took the words right out of my mouth. Minute 24 to go to move the chains. Another complete. Guyton sidesteps, and he doesn't get out of bounds.
They're running the clock.
Clock is running. Third down from the 27. He fumbled the football, the snap. He's got to get rid of it. Has his man, and the ball came loose inside the 25-yard line.
Old number 2 on the nose guard, creating a lot of havoc for that offensive line.
Here comes the rush. Fine. Turns, fires. Guyton has it. Just shy of the first down. He's going to be about a half a yard shy.
Yep.
And they're going to turn it over on downs. Guyton caught it.
The curtain was pulled on this program, but great job by the coaching staff of UAB tonight with the halftime adjustment. Coach Bill Clark. A little bit more swag to Coach Bill Clark nowadays. I noticed when we came here last year, singing a lot of praises of the community and wearing multiple hats as a fundraiser and a recruiter and a head coach.